Coming up, a man turns himself into the Alabama authorities after allegedly firing shots in a Valdosta apartment.
And a local teenager is indicted for false statements made to deputies in the Kendrick Johnson case.
We'll have these stories and more. Your News Valdosta starts now.
Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Cassandra Massey.
And I'm Noelani Matthews. A man who allegedly fired shots at 3 people inside of an apartment building has turned himself into custody in Evergreen, Alabama. Officials say that soon he will be extradited back to Valdosta. Police believe Jabe Hepburn was arguing with his ex-girlfriend and 2 others inside the Spring Chase apartment complex on Norman Drive. The 3 victims locked themselves in the bathroom when Hepburn allegedly shot at them. 2 of the victims sustained injuries from door fragments, but no other serious injuries. Valdosta stressed the incident was domestic related.
A local teenager, Dalton Chauncey, was indicted Friday by a Lowndes County Superior Court grand jury for allegedly giving false statements in the Kendrick Johnson case. Chauncey reportedly told investigators he was present during a conversation where he heard 2 individuals admit to causing Johnson's death. Chauncey admitted to fabricating the story once investigators were unable to verify the claims.
A small 6-seater plane had a hard landing Monday afternoon at the Valdosta Regional Airport due to windy weather. All 5 people on board walked away without injuries. The plane was coming back from Biloxi, Mississippi. When the pilot attempted to land the plane, officials say that the plane was picked up by a gust of wind and then dropped back down upon landing. The only damage done was to the aircraft, along with 1 other woman's will to fly.
The Valdosta Board of Education is looking for more fuel-efficient school buses. Reporter Tramar Conyers have more on this.
I'm standing outside Valdosta Early College Academy, where Valdosta City Schools board members will be coming in to discuss policies that will be up for vote, as well as business that could reflect the rest of this school year, as well as the rest of next year. The Valdosta City School Board meeting started with a closed executive board session and afterwards an open public meeting to discuss important orders of business, such as a proposal for the purchase of a new gas-efficient school bus, as well as the budget report on the status of this school year's current funding. Also, Ingrid Hall, the principal of Valdosta Early College Academy, recognized the positive partnership the school has with Valdosta State University and the continuing growth in the Academy's early college program.
We are making an effort to continually to improve the different opportunities that our students have, whether it's connections to college or community service. These are things that we've been growing over time, but I see a big influx this year. I think it's
Board members adjourned the meeting at around 8 in the evening. Board meetings are on the 2nd and 4th Monday of every month. And for more details about the times and places of the meetings, you can go to the Valdosta City School Board website.
Did you know that one of the most important builders in the city is Habitat for Humanity? Let's check in with Marissa Daniels for a look at the latest project.
There are many ways to get involved in your community. One way in particular is working with your local chapter's Habitat for Humanity. Valdosta Lowndes County Habitat for Humanity is a nonprofit Christian housing ministry dedicated to eliminating substandard housing in the community.
Habitat helps hardworking people who, would go to a bank and the bank would turn them down for a mortgage. Well, we're kind of the middleman where we will help those hardworking people who don't qualify for a mortgage, but they qualify through us.
With the current staff, strong community volunteer participation, and a dedicated board of directors, the affiliate is now building 14 to 18 homes yearly.
Being here at Habitat is one of those things where you're giving back to your community. You go into a neighborhood where maybe substandard housing, and you just want to build a neighborhood up and make the community a lot better. So being part of Habitat is it's a rewarding job.
The way I got involved was by a friend, and I've always been interested in getting involved with Habitat, and this was just a great opportunity to interact with the volunteers, you know, different types of people, and just, you know, give back to the community.
As of today, the Valdosta Lowndes County affiliate Habitat has sheltered over 700 people, building over 195 homes.
I thank God, the Habitat, He blessed me to 2 baths, 4 bedroom, and a kitchen, and I thank God I could let my dog run around, have a private fence, a high fence.
Through the work of this organization, low-income families have found new hope in the form of affordable housing.
It's actually really easy to get involved with Habitat. It's a matter of just asking or making a phone call. You can actually go onto our website and send the volunteer coordinator, me, an email and just request to get involved or how you can get involved, and I'll respond in, you know, a very timely manner and try to set something up that's good for you.
For more information on how you can get involved, contact your local Habitat for Humanity. This is Marissa Daniels with VSU TV.
When we come back, a new study that shows how drug abuse in schools is not limited to sports players and bodybuilders.
And later, we'll see how advanced disposal and energy systems has found alternative ways to generate energy, so stay with us.
At VSU, we're all fired up. We spark intellects on a cool campus in a hot college town. We fan the spirit with national championships and fuel your fun side. Valdosta State University. Ignite.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry. I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
A century-old church is celebrating 150 years as a congregation. One of Valdosta's oldest African-American congregations in the Valdosta city area is celebrating its 150th birthday this Sunday. The Macedonia First Baptist Church First Congregation was started near the end of the Civil War and survived through many racial equality movements, such as the famous Civil Rights Movement in the 1950s and 1960s, and well into the 21st century. The church will kick off its week-long celebration next Sunday at 3 in the afternoon at Macedonia First Baptist Church.
Athletes and bodybuilders are not the only ones using performance-enhancing drugs. News Valdosta reporter Chris Carter has this story.
College students and drugs are no stranger to one another. However, that doesn't mean that the way they are being used isn't strange. Instead of students using them to escape the struggles of school, they are using them to combat those struggles. Adderall and other ADHD medications are what many students are referring to as study drugs. According to a survey done by the University of Kentucky, around 34% of undergraduate students use these drugs without a prescription. The study also noted that 81% of students didn't know or care about long-term side effects. So what are they?
Adderall is an amphetamine-based drug used to treat ADHD and narcolepsy. Common side effects include depression, anxiety, and an increased heart rate. Long-term use could lead to a chemical dependency.
The number of unprescribed users almost doubles for students in graduate school.
I've personally never taken any study drugs like Adderall. I know I have some friends that do because it helps them stay up really late at night and study, and they say it like helps them learn material and remember it a lot easier. But as far as they know, or as far as any of us kind of know, it doesn't really have any long-term effects.
The American Academy of Neurology believes the biggest problem is that physicians are overprescribing them. From 2001 to 2011, the number of children diagnosed with ADHD rose 24%. More pills in circulation means more pills that can be bought, borrowed, or stolen. For more information on Adderall and other ADHD medications, please visit your local doctor. This is Chris Carter reporting for VSU TV. Back to you.
The South Georgia Medical Center will be hosting the annual Heart Health Expo this Saturday from 9 until noon at VSU's University Center. Participating physicians include Drs. Glenn Evans, Randy Brown, and Maurice Souls. Local podiatrists, Drs. Aaron and Nick Dotson, will conduct foot screenings. They'll offer EKGs, blood pressure checks, and body fat analysis. The event is free and open to the public.
The Valdosta City Council is planning to oppose a transportation revenue plan that was proposed by the State House Republican leaders last Thursday. The plan would eliminate the sales tax on gasoline and would charge a 29.2 cent per gallon excise tax. The city is opposing the plan, stating that it would cost the city, the county, and school systems millions of dollars as tax dollars are shifted from the local level to the state level.
Saving the environment is a big job. Advanced Disposal, along with Energy Systems Group, have found a renewable energy source that can generate clean energy. Derek Hill has more on this.
Large amounts of waste are produced every day from human beings, and Advanced Disposal has teamed up with Energy Systems Group to turn that waste into a form of renewable energy. Energy Systems Group specializes in developing sustainable energy solutions while at the same time reducing carbon footprints. Advanced Disposal maintains the landfill while ESG oversees the energy center. The waste in the landfill is sealed in a high-density polyethylene material and covered with low permeable clay to ensure no leaks. Gas extraction wells collect the renewable gas, then transports that gas.
It helps the environment more because it's not a standardized combustion engine. It uses a natural gas concept versus, your normal gasoline concept. So for the environment, it's more of bringing in a piece of gas that we would usually just dispose of, and we're actually transferring that into a way to make electricity.
To start extracting methane gas off of it, landfill gas. It'll do that through the life of the landfill while it's open, and then after we actually close and cap the landfill.
Advanced Disposal and Energy Systems Group show great team effort in trying to better the environment for all of us, one landfill at a time. I'm Derek Hill, News Valdosta.
When we come back, Kenny Murphy will tell us about our weather, so stay with us.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
I did. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls.
But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that strollers have the right of way on a sidewalk?
Yes.
Yep, I did. Did you guys
Did you know that kids who eat breakfast have higher GPAs?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That's actually what I was going to say.
Did you know babies should never touch silver? It's really bad for them.
I knew that.
Did you guys know that statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
I'm putting that on my blog.
I just put it in mine.
I got my MBA online at VSU. As a working mom who travels on business, I needed an MBA program that fit my schedule and allowed me to balance both my work and home life. VSU's Web MBA was perfect. I was able to spend time with my family in the evenings and then complete my assignments. My MBA is one of my greatest accomplishments. It was hard work, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. Don't wait. Start your MBA today.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Now let's take a look at the weather with Kenny Murphy. Kenny, what's the forecast?
Thanks, Noelani. We had cold weather this morning with the temperatures being in the low 30s. As the day went on, we saw temperatures in the high 50s, with the high being 58 degrees. The sun continued to shine with some clouds creeping in the sky this afternoon. The humidity for today was at 46%. We were expecting 0% chance of rain today, and that's exactly what we got. Tonight, the temperature will drop to a low of 43 degrees. There is a 10% chance of rain tonight, so anyone going out might want to grab a jacket to stay warm, but also stay dry just in case it rains. Even though the temperature will drop, the humidity will rise to 66%. Sunset will be at 6:11 p.m. tonight. For tomorrow, we'll see a slight increase in temperature. The high will be at 60 degrees. Even though the temperature will increase, we do have a 60% chance of rain, so grabbing a rain jacket or umbrella will be wise. The humidity will also increase to 72%. The UV index for today is at 5. Everyone should take the right steps to make sure they don't burn. But those who burn easily should really be cautious of what they wear or what protecting they put on before going outside. We have good news on the pollen count for today. Our pollen count is at 1.2, which is low. Juniper is the predominant pollen for today. Enjoying today shouldn't have been a problem at all. That's all I have for today, so back to you guys at the news desk.
Thanks, Kenny. When we come back, Brittany Penland will bring us more with our local sports, so stay with us.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all working with United Way for a million little reasons. The kids of our communities, to ensure their academic success all the way to graduation day. You see, it takes about 12 years to create a graduate, but it takes the same time to create a dropout. And the difference between a kid becoming one or the other could be a professional athlete, or it could be you. Studies showed the earlier we get to kids, the better their chances. So become a United Way volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor, and make a difference in the life of a child, for the life of that child. Give.
Advocate.
Volunteer. Live united. Join your favorite NFL players. Take the pledge. Go to unitedway.org.
A single ember that escapes from a wildfire can travel more than a mile. That single ember can ignite and destroy your home or even your community. You can't control where that ember will land, only what happens when it does. Get Fire Adapted now at fireadapted.org.
Now let's check in with Brittany Penland for our local sports. Brittany?
Thanks, Cassandra. Tomorrow is National Football Signing Day. Valdosta High School will be signing 5 players to various schools across the nation. Cornerback Josh Norwood will be signing to Ohio State University, safety Trey Barrett to Georgia Military College, safety and running back Tim McClain to the University of West Georgia, defensive end Jamari Chisholm to Northeast Oklahoma A&M College, and defensive lineman Julian Fraser to Yale University. The event will take place at 9:30 a.m. in the high school's Performing Arts Center. The Valdosta High School soccer season is kicking off tonight with a doubleheader scrimmage. The Wildcats will face the Fitzgerald Hurricanes. Last year, the boys' overall record was 6-9, while the girls' overall record was 8-8. Both teams will be looking to improve upon last season's record. The girls' game will begin at 5:30 p.m. and the boys' game will follow at 7:30. The Valdosta Lowndes Parks and Recreation Authority and Mildred Hunter Community Center are teaming up to host its annual men's basketball league. The league is designed for anyone who loves the game of basketball. Players can join to enhance their skills or just for the love of the competition. Registration is currently open for men ages 18 and up. The first coaches meeting is February 12th at 7 p.m. The Lowndes High Vikings basketball team will be facing Lee County Trojans in a conference matchup tonight. The Vikings will be looking to recover from last Saturday's loss against their biggest rivalry, the Wildcats, while the Vikettes will be hoping to continue improving the team's record after a 58-45 win against the Wildcats. You can catch the Vikettes in action on home court tonight. Tip-off is at 6 p.m. with a boys game to follow. Tonight will be an important doubleheader for the Lady Valiants and Valiants as they take on Westwood in Camilla, Georgia. The girls' game will tip off at 6:30 p.m. with the boys' game to follow. The game is key to help both the Lady Valiants and Valiants get back on the winning track after suffering losses last Friday night to Terrell Academy. If you do not have plans for tonight, then take a trip over to Camilla and cheer on both the Lady Valiants and Valiants as they look to bring home a win. That concludes today's local sports. Back to you at the news desk.
Thanks, Brittany. When we come back, find out how you can attend an oil painting workshop with an award-winning artist.
And get ready for a free recital on Sunday, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
Lionfish are an invasive species decimating local fish populations and spreading along the Atlantic coast, the Gulf of Mexico, and the Caribbean. Their presence, along with organized culling, increases the risk of envenomation to recreational divers and fishermen. Providing effective first aid is essential. Remain calm and immediately terminate your dive. Remove any obvious foreign materials such as spines and rinse with fresh water. Soak in non-scalding hot water and go to the nearest medical facility. For more information, go to dan.org and beadiver.com.
This is one amazing truffula tree. Can you imagine a place where these grow everywhere? Yes, it's called the forest, a magical place to enjoy with your family. Ooh. So discover the forest and explore all the wonder that's there. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Are you the next Michelangelo or Van Gogh? Award-winning artist Suzanne Winton will be offering an oil painting workshop at the Turner Center for the Arts this Friday and Saturday. The two-day class will cover a variety of techniques and materials useful in oil painting. Classes are $200 per person.
Does your kid have health insurance? And if so, is dental care included? Wiregrass Technical College is nationally participating in Give a Smile on Friday. Give a kid a smile on Friday. Give Kids a Smile Day is offered to children ages 3 through 9 that are without dental insurance. Patients are seen by appointment only, located at the Wiregrass Valdosta campus. To learn more, contact Wiregrass Tech's Dental Clinic.
Linda Cianetti, a clarinet player, will perform at 3 p.m. on Sunday at Valdosta State University Whitehead Auditorium. Linda is a professor of music at Georgia Southern University, where she taught for 26 years. She's an active international performer and has appeared throughout the United States, Canada, Switzerland, and Italy. This recital is free of charge and open to the public.
The Turner Arts Center has a $1 million program tonight that you may not want to miss. Our events reporter Morgan B. Matthews has all the details.
The Turner Center has a treat for all of you rock and roll lovers. The Tony Award-winning Broadway musical $1 Million Quartet is finally here. Inspired by the phenomenal true story of the unforgettable time that rock and roll legends Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Carl Perkins came together to make electrifying music for one night only. This high-voltage musical features 21 timeless hits, including favorites like Hound Dog, I Walk the Line, and Blue Suede Shoes that will leave you out of your seat and enjoying every bit of your evening. Showtime starts at 7:30 p.m. tonight at the Mathis City Auditorium on 2300 North Ashley Street. For more information and ticket pricing, please visit turnercenter.org. For News Valdosta, I'm Morgan B. Matthews.
That's it for our program today. Thanks for watching News Valdosta. I'm Noelani Matthews.
And I'm Cassandra Massey. We'll see you again tomorrow.